get ready for the most epic Chesapeake home tour. And guys, this one's for you. So it's not about the house here. So we are on 6 private, fully fenced acres. And you don't want to leave me on this one, because once we go in this house, we're going to the backyard. And guess what's in that backyard? It's all about you guys. We are at 4,800 square feet of the biggest garage workshop that you've seen. And we're not done there. We have a 1,200 square foot lean-to, 3 silos, three silos that are actually built out with electricity. So one of those is a workshop, one of those is a dance studio, and one of those is for storage. And they are amazing, and they have full electricity. And we have stuff for the kids back there. Don't fret. We've got a beautiful saltwater pool. We also have the most amazing kids playhouse that I would have dreamt of. This is the property that nobody, and I mean nobody ever wants to leave. You could come into your solar powered gate. Yes, solar powered gate. This property is one of those properties that you come into and you're fully secured here. So this has everything. But once you come in here, this property tells a story. This property is where dreams are made, where family memories are made, where all of the kids want to come and congregate. So your children are the kids where everybody in that school wants to come and hang out with. So if you want to be that family that has all the kids that hang out in your yard, that's great. But if you want to be that family that nobody can ever see, nobody knows where the house is, you can also be that, because you can't see this compound from the street, which is spectacular. This house was built in 2019, custom by the current homeowners. They laid on the top of these silos, watched the stars, and dreamt of their plans while they sat in their RV. They knocked down the house prior to this and built this dream house. There are so many memories that have been made here, and it's waiting for your family's memories. So we are going to take a walk inside and see everything. But this is one of those houses where there's nothing to do. You will find nothing to do. It's going to have nothing for you to do. It is absolutely unbelievable. So let's take a walk. When you see wood, all of this wood is wood that was from this property, from the trees that were here. When you look at the trees that are surrounding here, you can walk outside and pick your fruit, whether it's apples, fresh apples, some word that he told me, they're like apricots. I laughed. I was like, I don't even know what that is, but it's something great. There are fruit trees lining this entire property. They are all right now dropping fruit. The deer love them. The people love them. They're everywhere. So let's take a walk inside. We do have full security around this entire property that you can see from inside, and that will convey with the house. We have speakers run through this entire house. This entire house has a beautiful crown molding, which you don't find in most houses today. We are on a crawl space, which a lot of builders are building on slab if they built from 2019. We have beautiful LVP floors throughout, tons of storage that you'll see. So you walk in and you have your nice closet here. This room you can do anything with, whether you want to make it your dining room or whether you're going to make it your home office, anything really that you want to make it. They actually had it their kids' playroom. I made them change that out. So in here you'll see your cathedral ceilings that go up. It's gorgeous, and it's lined by this beautiful shiplap fireplace, which is on propane here. He actually, again, built this beautiful wood fireplace from the wood from the property. So gorgeous. We have the first floor primary, and you do have a half bath here, which a lot of these homes did not have that half bath. So gorgeous half bath here. You're coming into that primary. You can see all the natural light when you have that beautiful tray ceiling here with all that gorgeous crown molding. You come into the gorgeous half bath, beautiful bath here with your double sinks here. Again, you'll see all of those beautiful mirrors here that have that same theme of that wood from the property. You have your soaking tub here and your shower here. Got to have the private pooper. Thank you. Thank you. Have the private pooper. You have the big, huge closet here. You could have had an island. Just ginormous closet here. Or you could dance in it. Whatever you'd like. So this house is reading as a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. But you'll see where the possibilities are, because it really could have been a 5-bedroom easily. So we're still downstairs. You have the doorway out to your backyard, which you'll see is where you'll spend most of your time here. Nobody is going to spend the time in the house when they have this home. So downstairs, this is the heart of the home. So you have the beautiful kitchen overlooking that openness of that living area. They have high-end appliances in here. You have your stove that's on, again, propane. So you have the gas stove here. Beautiful. They did a very, very nice job on their backsplash. They have the Dove white. These are not cheap cabinets. Very, very nice built cabinets in here. And the copper farmhouse sink, which is gorgeous. All of their light fixtures are nice and high-end. And here you're going to see, we do have Cox out here. So for people who are like, when you go out this far, you do not have internet. We do have Cox out here. So in here you're going to see, you can see what's going on the property. I knew this was happening before we left. We need to put in the password. So, and then all of your stuff for the speakers and everything is in here. Over here, you have another closet. And the laundry room is down here. Again, beautiful, beautiful bench that was made from wood from the property. So beautiful Dove cabinetry again here. Shiplap back here. Beautiful wood up here, which you can hang your little, backpacks and everything when the kids come in. Folding station here. In the garage is the sink. The mop sink is in the garage. So you do actually have a 2-car garage. I took up the whole thing. So your water heater is in the garage. Then you have your whole house water filtration over here. And then another door to get out. Crawl space entry access here, which we have a clean bill of health on the crawl space too, if anybody was wondering. So we're going to go up the stairs. I love it when our stairs are not front access, so they're going to be side access stairs. They did do really beautiful gates on here for the kiddos. You have the access entry to the attic here. And then when you go up the stairs here, you're going to see nice sized rooms, very, very large rooms. Very big bedrooms. So this house is over 3,000 square feet. We do not have cheap closets. You have the wood built out closets in here. And then you have the double sinks for the Jack and Jill bathroom. And then this does have the ability to where if somebody was in here taking a shower or going to the bathroom and somebody wanted to brush their teeth, do their hair, they could. Again, the mirrors are not those cheap mirrors. You've got the wood that's coming in from the land. And then we have another bedroom here with their door. And then the uniqueness of this bedroom is that it actually is kind of like an in-law suite. So if you had somebody with you that was, a teenager, like my daughter who is still with us, and she wanted a hangout room, this is really cool. Or if you had an older parent with you, they could have their bedroom, but they could also have their living room area in here. Or this would be a cool office or something like that. So it gives you that ability to have that here. So we are not counting this as a bedroom. So this is not a bedroom. Technically, because it does not have a separate door, we do not count it as a bedroom. We could take and put a door here and it would go through this closet somehow. I don't know how, but we would figure it out. But it would be a whole lot better than if somebody wanted an extra, but it would work. So anyhow, this is another bedroom with a ridiculous closet. And that was kind of my joke to them. Before, they had this closet being smaller and that being a door on the plans, and they didn't want that. They actually wanted a bigger closet in here. So that's what you got. So upstairs, you'll see we have the 3 bedrooms, and then technically, that one going through there. So we are now going to take the epic tour of the outside. So see you in a minute. So outside, you're going to find a small deck here. And then they actually had this ramp for the dog, but we decided to keep it because we thought it was, it just makes it easy. You have tons of concrete area for the chairs. They have this up for their kids. Now, we're going to leave this because it's expensive to do if you have children. And for a lot of people who have kids, they do want this up. Now, I'm going to tell you, you do have this entire area fenced for the kids. So if this is something that you don't like, it's easily taken off. You do have the saltwater fiberglass pool. So very easy to maintain. So you just jump in that pool. Today, right now, I would like to jump in that pool just so y'all are all aware. This is super bougie and cute. So you're going to come out here and you step underneath of this and the temperature just changed. So I'm going to tell you by at least 15 degrees because the breeze is amazing right here. And you got the cutest little swing right here to swing on. And then you can just hang out on those little things and just swing away. Imagine this at night with all of your lights lit up. It'd be absolutely beautiful. And then like you can see how private we are. And I'm sure the sunshade helps tremendously. So we'll take a little walk over here because this is one of my favorite things that they did on this property. And this is why I say nobody ever wants to leave. And this is the house that everybody wants to come to. It doesn't matter the age. All of this is going to convey. You have the really, really cool, this is their kids' play area, but you have the trampoline, you have the kids' playground set, which was super expensive. But this playhouse, when Scott built this, this is all from the land. And this, I would have never, ever, ever left in my life. I honestly would play in this today. When I walked in here, it blew my mind. And I'm sure it's going to blow yours. Imagine this. This is your front porch. Oh my gosh. Step inside and just tell me this doesn't blow your mind. Okay, first of all, it's 90 degrees outside and I'm going to gather it's 70 in here. But you have your own windows in here so you can open it up. If it were the winter, you have a working wood stove, people. Working wood stove. This is their kitchen. Who ever would want to leave here? Not me. So it's got electric run to it, but the electric is not hooked up. So if you want to do that, that's your last thing here. But my gosh, people, to have a father who built you this is unreal to me. I'm in love. I'm just absolutely in love. So we're now going to take you, we're going to go grab the golf cart and we're going to take you on a ride down to the best part of the property, in my opinion, which obviously is the big, huge garage and the silos and all of that. So I'll see you in a second. So at the end of the street coming in, you can see that we have a solar powered gate, so nobody can get into this property. We are secured. We are 6 private acres that are completely fenced, which you never ever find in Chesapeake, which is freaking awesome. This property is absolutely unfreaking believable. Somebody is going to get so lucky. So we are just going to take you on a little tour around here. So as you will see as we go by, I mean, this, property is huge. So it is completely surrounded with Leland cypress trees. You can't see into this property. We have the 3 silos here, which are over 6,000 square feet. They all have electric power running to them. And the first one that you see here on the right side, which I guess we can go ahead and stop and take a walk into while we're here. So, see how to park this thing. I can't believe somebody trusted me on one of these. Crazy. Okay, let's take a walk. All right. So, coming in here. So this first silo is a dream for a woodworker. I mean, you can really make these whatever you want to. So, but this was his wood shop. So here you can come in here and you can see that when you look on this property and see things that are made, he made those in here. So it's a super cool little wood shop in here. And, you've got your little exhaust and all that kind of stuff that goes out here. But this has all of your electric power going to it. You've got a 220 over here, 220 plug over here, which, I mean, how cool is that? But, I mean, we're sitting here. It is 90 some degrees outside. And it's super cool in here right now. So I would bet it's like feeling like it's in the 70s. And I think that has something to do with the concrete floors, which is nice because when you're woodworking, nobody wants to be hot. So this is really cool. Let me take you to this next silo that we have over here. So as you'll notice, this, you've got that nice fake grass coming up to this silo. So when you go up here, this is the bougie silo. So when you come into here, and she actually did have different flooring down in here because this was her dance studio. Depends on what kind of dancing you want to do. But we even got a pole, people. We got a pole. Leave it to Betsy, but we do have the pole. So, you've got your little ballerina things over here. So if you've got that little ballerina, this is a great room. But if you have that, fun relationship, this would be a really fun room. I'm just saying. But, over here, you have more storage where you can store stuff. So you don't want to see everything. But this is a super awesome room. But for your little dance studio, I love it. I would come in here and you could put down some floors like LVP or anything like that. We'll give Gary a shout out for that. Gary could put an LVP in here for probably, I don't know, maybe $600. Throw in some LVP. Got the cute little door on this out here. You're so this is when you can truly see how magical this property is. And, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Coming down here, we'll go into the next silo, which this is where they've kept a lot of storage in. So this is your other silo for storage. And here's the thing. I mean, this is a great place, to hide stuff around that time of the year and all that kind of stuff. But this is, if you're doing stuff to the property or whatever and you don't want it all hanging out on the property, it's this is a phenomenal storage place. So, got nice storage here. Now, I'm going to tell you something that they told me which cracks me up. But when they first bought this property, so they were young and they bought this property with an older house on it that they tore down before they built this house. And they started building this house in 2018. And this is a 2019 house, like I said earlier. And this was their dream. Their dream was to build a place where they could raise their kids, where they basically didn't have to leave. where they could have their, have a different life for their children, where so many people are so wrapped up into, today's kids are raised differently. And they wanted their kids to be raised with the country living where, you can walk out front and pick off of those fruit trees that they have and, have just this different lifestyle. I mean, this is a different world. And they sat up here. They had their camper out here when they were building this house, and they would climb, which they laugh now. And they think, oh my gosh, I can't believe we did that. And God help us, we would not do that today. They would climb this ladder and get up on top of this silo right here and lay on top of that roof, which I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I would die before I would do that. And they would think about their dreams while they laid out and looked at the stars. And I think to myself, the stories of this house are unbelievable because they have built such an amazing life out here with their kids. And this is the different world that so many people just don't know about today because they're just going so fast paced, which is, this is a lifestyle that is just unbelievable for so many. So this property, you have so much more that you could do with it. This container does convey. I mean, if you want it removed, I'm sure we could get it removed. But there's some really cool things you can do with containers today if you haven't seen it. So just YouTube that. Like you should all be following all my stuff on YouTube. I've been pretty fortunate with the people who are following my stuff on YouTube right now. So this is every man on the planet's dream. And oh my gosh, why people are coming to this house. In my opinion, 4,800 square feet of whatever the possibilities you would ever want. Another cardinal. I swear my grandmother is following me everywhere I go. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. So this garage is just like the first time I came out here, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You don't find this. And every man on the planet is looking for this. 4,800 square feet. This has its own power to it, its own septic to it. This is, it's unbelievable. So we can come in here and the lift is for sale. It is for sale very inexpensively compared to what it sold for. No, the car does not convey. Most of this stuff is going to be out here. The heater does stay. This is storage here. This is a bathroom here. So you don't got to go pee in your yard. I mean, one of the reasons why my dad likes being on big acreage is because, look, you could pee in your yard and nobody would ever see you, which is hilarious to me because it's so private. Fenced and completely surrounded by trees that completely privatize you, which is spectacular. You will see over here where, I wasn't kidding, you have all of your own electrical. And it's like 400 and some, you can read all about it in my write-up because it's got some crazy electric in this thing. Why? Because if you are out here doing the car stuff and everything, you need that crazy electric that they have on this place. It's insanity. So this is just part of the garage. We're not done. So over here, when the owners before them had it, they did have livestock on this side. But you can do whatever you want to on this side. I've had people call me and say, I've got 13 cars to store. Well, great. Store your 13 cars over here because you have room for that. You have room for that in there. But also over here, if you did want to come in and you did want to put horse bays, you have room for that because you have, this could totally be a barn. You could convert this back into that. All of these shelves across this wall are conveying in here. You have a place to store your kayaks up here. There's just so much possibility with this. But this is a dream for almost every man I know. I'm sure I have sold several women who it was their dream for something like this. So I'm not eliminating you by any stretch of the imagination, but let's just face it, 99%, this is the man's dream. This is a dream for the men. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. So when we walk over to this part of the property, apparently you can use this ladder to climb up here. I don't know what you're doing up there, and I'm not sure if I want to climb up there and figure it out, but maybe people were sleeping up there. The people who worked out here, who knows? So this is the lean-to. So this is a 1,200 square foot lean-to. It has multiple electrical outlets for your RVs. So if somebody buys this house and they have, you know, multiple areas where they want to park their RVs, or they want to hook up trailers, campers, anything like that, this is great. And let's just face it, somebody who owns a property like this is going to be one of those people who has that kind of thing. So it's great. So on top of all of that, you still have another barn over here, which is where the people before them actually had horses. So these were actually stalls, and they took them down to store stuff. I mean, you could always add stalls or whatever here. You can see how cute this is, but they did use this for storage. So this is their chicken coop currently. Excuse me, that's what they use, this chicken coop. So you currently have a chicken coop here. So adorable. I mean, this is a real chicken coop though, man. Woo! Everybody needs a chicken coop in Chesapeake. So tremendous chicken coop. But this was a barn. So a real one. With horses back in the day. And this has so much imagination, guys. So you have 6 acres of which to do whatever your little heart desires, but yet you have almost a brand new house. No matter what you're looking for, whether you're the car enthusiast, whether you're the hobbyist, whether you're the family compound, whether you're the people who are saying, I want to homeschool, so I want to teach my kids everything that they're going to do right here. Whether you're that person, these are all of these trees right here are fruit trees, and they are all right now actively producing. No matter what your dreams are, whether you're going to say, I'm going to come out here and run my own dance studio, or whether you're that person that's just going to dance from home, whether you're a woodworker, no matter what you are, whether you're that person who is going to run your home business from here, because you absolutely could. I mean, I have tons of people I know who literally could run their business from here, and I know it takes over 5 acres to say that you're going to live on your property and run your business if you're running a business like this. This is the property for you. So the comments below are where you want to drop questions. PM me. Please follow me. Please subscribe to me. Thank you so much for watching this absolutely amazing home tour. I know we're going to blow it out the water with this one. I'll see you soon.